You've seen the nightmares come alive. You've seen the sweetest dreams blossom and die. You've seen it all before. You've seen it all. So why do you build us up to crumble and fall? Why do you build us up to crumble and fall? Give me strength and gratitude. Tell me what it is I can't ask of you. Tell me what it is I can't see. Tell me now.
Tell me now who it is I'm supposed to be. Am I supposed to be a plumber or a train simulator enthusiast? Both. We're supposed to be both. That went down the wrong windpipe.
You've given us a glimpse of paradise. You've given us a glimpse of what will be our sweet demise. You've given us everything and nothing more.
Okay.
So why do you build us up to
Crumble and fall.
Give me strength and gratitude.
Tell me who it is I can ask of you. Don't quit your day job, Mike. I try not to if they don't fire me. Mother.
Something is
wrong with me?
Can't make up my mind.
Okay, so we'll just minimize that. So I ran through all the comments and stuff that people did for the past couple of weeks. A lot of hearts and likes that I put on there. Thumbs up says I read it. So if you see my thumbs up, I read it. Okay, some have comments. Some of the questions that you have, if it's about the simulator, how to get the parts and stuff like that, they're in the channels, as I say, like a broken record. But thank you for tuning in. I'm Mike with BNSF 4178. So YouTube is wanting some details on I don't know, it's something, it's like it's on my content board, and search across the channel, it's like people are doing searches on simulators and stuff like that. So a day in the life of a train simulator enthusiast, I guess that's what you call me. Perfectly fine. Yeah, I built a life-size ET-44C4 locomotive simulator in my office at home. I guess you call that somewhat of an enthusiast. So outline, okay. The real world passion. Introduce yourself and your passion for train simulators. Well, this is my simulator. I've always liked trains ever since I was a kid. I wanted to work for the railroad, but good Lord said no. You're going to become a plumber and people's shit will be your money. Okay, will do. And I've been doing that for going to be 14 years this summer. I'm a licensed journeyman plumber. I'm licensed for residential and commercial and certain instances industrial plumbing services. So anywhere in the state of Texas I can work. I've got a year and a half before I get my master's. I go for that exam. That's an expensive exam, but it will give me my master's. Share the history of how you got into train simulators. So whenever I was a kid, everybody knows Microsoft Train Simulators, or Microsoft Train Simulator, and it was a good one. It had the desktop portion on the Dash 9, old school, and I liked that, you know. And that was somewhat my getaway from home because of the fact that I was adopted. My parents adopted a bunch of kids. I was one of them. And it was just fucking havoc. I'm not lying. There was always something going on in the house. You never had your own personal space. You always had somebody getting inside it and fucking your shit up. So it's like, okay. So I told Mom and Dad, can I get a computer, please? And my mom and my parents are always buying computers every single year. So they gave me an old school desktop monitor with a computer screen that wasn't working very good. and it was my computer, so nobody touched it, but it was mine. And if they touched it, they fucking get in trouble and get an ass beat by me. So, what sparked your interest in the rail industry? I always wanted to work for the railroad. So, thing is, it's like I want to be home too. And in that industry, yeah, they say it's a high divorce rate. You're away from home a long time. I've got a wife and 3 kids. And my kids are growing up every single day. My oldest is 11 and my youngest is 6. And my wife been together for quite a long time, I want to say. 13, 12. Yeah, 12 years. Been married 12, yeah. So, been together for 13, 14 years, yeah, quite a long time. Our anniversary is coming up in April, which is all full of parties. April has got four main events. My wife's birthday is on the 2nd. My birthday is on the 17th. Our anniversary of getting together is on the 5th, and our wedding anniversary is on the 7th. So April is a straight blast from the past. But yeah, what sparked my interest is trains. I've always liked them. So my personal setup, here's how it is. I've got dinner here. I've got my little dinner remote, and inside the cab of a ET-44C4 on the engineer's side. This is what he sits in and what he uses to operate. So, most of your MFD screens, those are operational there. Yeah, they're on. But the way it goes is, this is what you see. You've got the locomotive radio that's got a Bluetooth speaker built in. It's tied in via Bluetooth to this tablet here that listens to railroadradio.net Houston channel. So I pick up all of Houston railroad radio traffic. So I live in Fort Bend County. So Glidden subdivision and the Galveston subdivision, Tower 17. And if you ever want to meet and say hi, hello, hit me up in the comments. And the museum I like to go to is the Rosenberg Railroad Museum. So weather's actually getting pretty nice. I'm going to start going out there on the Sundays. They open at 1 to 3, I think, if not 12. But this is your locomotive radio. You have your brake assembly. That's a CCB-28 locomotive brake assembly. There are things that are going to be operational with it in the future, like these rotary switches here. Those aren't operational yet, but there will be programming that's going to be programmed with Run8 whenever they have that accessible. Down below you have your light switches, which is the left one for the rear and the right one for the lead front unit. And then you have the bottom switch, which is your AC. That will be ran and hooked up to a AC unit up here. It's going to have a blower fan. So that thing in itself is about $1,700. Quite fun. Next thing we have is the horn. And then you have your horn switch. You got your EOT emergency switch there. You do not want to press that. And then down here you have your bell, your alerter, your sander, and your attendant call button. That's for the microphone that I do not have currently hooked up. Then we've got 110 power that plugs in to the tablet to keep it constantly charged. Then here, this is your locomotive controller. We have the top, which is your dynamic electrical braking for all units. So that is for the locomotives. That controls the electric traction motor braking. If you don't know about it, there's a video on how the locomotives work. Watch it and you'll understand. Next one is the throttle, idle through notch 8. And then you have your reverser, which is in neutral currently, and forward and reverse. Then you have your switch button boxes here. You've got your engine run, your gen field, which is just lighting. That turns on the lighting for these guys. And then you have a control, your dynamic braking, and then your power limit switch. That is for the parking brake. Currently that is off. It's a momentary stall switch. So it does turn on and off. It just stays in the off position. Then we have your window heater, which we don't really need, but that is for the parking brake application. Then you have your light switch that does turn on the lights to the controllers. Then we have our step lights. That is going to be operational to, I believe that's operational for the step lights in the simulator. I'd have to check the button mapping on that. Then here, this guy right here, let me get you just sit down right quick. This controls our distributed power, okay, DPU. Okay, our distributed power units, which are in the middle of the train or at the end of the train, depending on how it's set up. So what this does is this is your fence application, your fence release, okay? And there's videos on how that's set up. If you do want to learn on how the DPU is set up and the program aspect of it, pretty simple, pretty easy. It's all button mapping. These are minute buttons compared to my fingers, so they're very small. You really can't see them. But this is your dynamic setup button here. And then this is our throttle. And then this is our decrease. When dynamics is set up, it is opposite. This is our throttle and this is our decrease. Okay. And then the next things you see here are these two big bad boys here. These are 19-inch Dell screen monitors. They are not touchscreen yet. I would like to get touchscreens, but it depends if I decide to do that, just to keep it authentic, because I do want to actually buy the General Electric MFD screens. Those things are $1,200. And I need a lot of work to pay for that. Then down here on my table, you rarely see this components. Yes, the table is dirty. My kids eat on it, and it pisses me off. So, okay, I constantly clean this place. But one thing I will be doing is I'm in the process of getting measurements of everything and writing it all down. That way there's going to be a PDF format for it. And I was currently doing that this week. I did the cab for the time being. Just your basic measurements. Everything's basic, so nothing's to par. You can make it the way you want it. Here we have our 65-inch screen TV. Now, we've got 3 monitors hooked up to one computer. One is HDMI, one is USB, and then one is the standard computer input, which is the blue cable with the little fun screws in the back. Up here we have our lighting control for the front light, and then up here we have our windshield wiper control, and then our control for the lighting back here. So, that's pretty much that there. Just on the controller itself. Wiring this thing is quite fun. So it is big. This is the computer system that runs the whole setup. It is an Alienware computer from iBuyPower. It's about a $1,600 computer. It comes with 2 terabytes, 4 terabytes actually of hard drive. 2 on C, 2 on D. Whenever you're installing the system, you're putting everything on D. You do not want it on C. So yes, quite a bit of cables, because that provides power and stuff to the stuff inside here. I've got splitters. So that is for actually all my Arduinos. So if you look in here, there's quite a bit of stuff here. But what controls the actual simulator is Arduinos. And these guys are fun to deal with. Oh, come on, you're going to be like that? Okay, fine. Let me put you down here. But one Arduino. Hey, careful. Hold on. That's me. One is here. This is for all my pot sensors. And then the other one is here. Ta-da! That is for all my buttons, my rotary switches, and my toggle switches, momentary style. And then yes, you do see my electrical coming in with the splitter. I can add another plug. I will be adding one soon because I do need more power. But wiring this bad boy is a joysome event. And that's just for that. So these are called pot sensors. They're potentiometers. If you want to learn about those, it's in the videos. Check out the channel. These are miniature pot sensors. Very, very small. As you can see, the ratio to my finger. These things are very, very small. So, and what these do is I can set them at a certain degree to give out an output of a reading. And I can wire the wiring in. I've used these for the reverser in the programming aspect. So you can find these on Amazon. Very simple, very easy. Yes, you do need a nail file to operate those pot sensors. Fuck a screwdriver. You need one of these. Because those things, they're small as hell. Excuse me. But yes. And those pot sensors, they actually go on the breadboard, as you can see one here. So, yes, that is a pot sensor that controls the lighting. That way everything's got proper lighting to it. Back here, yes, you do see a cover. There is a breadboard inside there that has 2 pot sensors that go to the reverser. That one was fun to wire and hook up and program. But that gives me a constant reading that I need for that to operate. Warning, do not touch. Not only will this kill you, it will hurt the whole time you are dying. Yes, indeed. And as you can see, my locomotives. Oh, man, those things are gorgeous units. Yes, indeed. ET44C4. This is what the simulator is modded to. So inside this locomotive, whenever you see this number plate right here in the front, ET44C4, this is what I'm driving, simulating, or what I'm operating, as they say. Wiring inside here, quite a bit. So one thing I do want to do, I want to make it look a little prettier. Got it somewhat pretty as possible, but as you can see, there is a bent screwdriver. Yes, you've got to bend a screwdriver to get to some components. So that's somewhat of the wiring aspect on that. Now we go to the sound system. Sound system, we have a sound bar hidden up here that you cannot see whenever I'm driving. That's where you get your music from. And also the sound of the air brakes and stuff like that. The rumble is down here in this void. And that is a wireless Bluetooth speaker that comes with the sound bar. And yes, as you can see, we've got wires that do come across here. Those are going to be updated. I've got to rerun those correctly. All those wires right there, I'm going to run one time. Because there are splitters inside there, and those are giving me noise, which is frequency interruptions. Back here, yes, we do have our cable that provides power to the computer, which is the internet, and our cable that goes to the TV to provide the view aspect. And that all goes to the computer. So those 3 cables are everything that is operating 5 screens. Somebody had asked about how do I get the duplicate screens on the front? That is what operates that. That is going to be the splitter. It's a screen splitter, and those 2 wires go in the back of there. They tie into the screens, they tie into that, and then that ties into the computer. So it duplicates the screen views. I can have up to 4 screens doing the same thing. And then back here, yes, those are my locomotives and my HO scale rail cars and stuff that I have put away for the time being. Those will come out whenever the kids leave the house. And I'm slowly collecting more, little by little. I work right beside a hobby shop that's got trains that are expensive. And I'm like, man, the temptation is always there to stop by. But I'm like, I ain't got no money right now. I got to put back in the piggy bank what was lost. But that is how the simulator looks. So yes, this thing stands 7 feet tall, 6 feet wide, 9 feet deep from front to back. If I was to get it out of my house, I'd have to rip out an entire wall just to get it out. And that's not going to be fun. I have to take out 2 walls just to get it out through the garage, if my garage door is less than 7 feet tall. So that is the simulator. Now the next question. Ta-da! I'm hungry, I'm tired, I just got over being under the influence of a freaking flu or whatever the hell the kids got from school, oh bastards. Show your personal setup, your computer perhaps, and your favorite simulator. Yeah, this is my favorite simulator right here. So, that's there. Touring the route, I run Run8. So if anybody knows Run8, I like these SoCal subs. Southern California, Nevada, all that. So until they make some good routes on the east end for CSX, Norfolk, Southern, and some routes in Texas, that'd really be nice if they could do a couple routes in Texas. I wouldn't mind from Houston to Dallas, Fort Worth, or Houston area branch, Glidden sub. That'd be amazing. Or the Sunset Route Limited. That'd be real nice. Different driving scenarios. Yeah, there's different. You see in the videos, there's a ton of driving scenarios, weather implemented, and all that type of stuff. Explain how the simulator accurately replicates train mechanics. Oh man, this thing is practically spot on physics, and that's from Run8. So, signaling systems, yes. Dispatching and all that, yes. Auto dispatch, yes. He's a dickhead. Weather conditions, yes. They are simulated. Now they're not like TS Train Sim World 5 or anything like that, but that would be nice to have this operational with that because the graphics would be amazing. So if Train Sim World can make a program for an interface on this place, that'd be amazing. That'd be pretty neat. And I'd like to learn because I've already got the program for TS 2020, and that's easy. All I gotta do is just switch out files for the TZ Arduino. So, oh shoot, where'd my mouse go? So, let's see, world of details, man. Beyond the controls, community and connection. There is a huge online community of rail simulator enthusiasts. And the way that goes is, there's communities on Discord. You can search. And that's where I've met people that help me with simulation and people to get into. But the thing is, if you're looking to build a simulator, you need to have everything already built and set up. Okay, so your first place to start off is TS Train Sim World 2020. There's an interface program for that. It's not hard. Which my Discord does not work right now. No, it does not. Hunts. ELD. That's operational. Just got that. We don't need that. Oh, it's up and running. Okay. So yes, there's a huge community for Discord and direct messages, friends. What do we got? Who's direct messaging? Who is it? Pending one. Outgoing friend request, incoming friend request. Siren, I guess so. Oh yeah, signal, accepted. Mutual server. Okay. So there's plenty of groups out there. Look on Facebook. You know, Rail Simulation or Run8 or Train Sim World, or type in, you know, whatever simulator you use. There's people out there that can help you build, and that's the thing. If it weren't for groups like these, I wouldn't be where I'm at. And so I always say shout out to, you know, Gary, shout out to Mateo, Timbers, Mr. Chris C. He's a cool dude also. He's very good. Who else, man? Mr. Me6, Mr. Adam 12. Yardmaster's a good dude. Mr. Kyler, he's amazing. So, PDFG 702, he's cool too. So, there's groups out there, and like the Depot Run8 Enhancement Discord. So yeah, Discord is a very good place to get into contact with people on wanting to help and just type in, hey, I need help, I've got a simulator, I've got this, you know, who can I get in contact with, or help me reach out to somebody. So it never hurts to ask on that part. What did I do here? Exit. And yeah, that's you know, describe how you connect with other simmers, groups, chats, discords, Facebook. My main thing is Facebook. I am on there. I do have Messenger. Just type in BNSF 4178 and you'll find me. So, let's see. Describe, connect with simmers, routes, mods. Talk about the feeling of belonging and shared passion with this unique community. And it's an amazing community. You know, we get to run, we get to play Sims. Now we really, you know, we can do drives and stuff like that, and chatting online. You know, I like doing the live video feeds whenever you are texting and talking, and I'm reading the comments and stuff like that. Educational aspect of learning and exploration. Explain how simulators can be valuable learning tool. Yeah, it's a damn good learning tool on how to operate a train. You know, getting the feeling. You know, getting the actual, real, in-depth feeling and operating functions. I had my 9-year-old in here running a train the other day. So, and she's like, oh, she liked it, you know. And I'm like, all right, it's just this. Okay, here's your speed, here's this, here's your brakes. If you need to slow down, you're gonna press this. If you need to do this, you know. But I'd like to get them into it, you know, teach them. It's a damn good career. And the thing is, man, if you're gonna get into rails, into the rail industry, and you want to have a spouse, you know, she's got to be fucking understanding that you're not gonna be home a lot. And that's the thing. Women get lonely, and that's where Sancho comes in. Okay, so that's where you're at work, saving dough, getting your stuff, making yourself set. You know, do that for 20, 30 years and then get yourself a cool, relaxed, chill female without kids, hopefully. But teaching about the railway operations and history. You know, yeah, the railroad is the backbone to any country. If you ain't got a railroad, man, you ain't moving stuff. And that's what keeps most of the trucks and shit off the road. So it keeps commerce moving. Examples of how you use simulators to learn about different train types, times tables, and railway infrastructure. Times tables. Oh my goodness, I've got books and stuff on that. Where is it at? I've got it somewhere. I've got it in a box put away. But I've got times tables, which are routes. They tell me, okay, my speeds, my crossings, my elevation, my restrictions, horns, all the information that I need, which is something like this, you know. Technically, you know, somewhat like times tables, which are these guys here. These are all printed, you know. Sub-route information tracks. You know, stuff that the simulator doesn't show me, I have here. That's why you see me in some of the videos. I'm there looking. Okay, where am I at? Where am I going? What route do I need to take? What track do I need to switch over to? You know, because Otto, he's just going to take me where he wants to take me sometimes. So I've got to make sure Otto's taking me the right way. So that's where I get these guys diagrams. And for this information, if you need it, the depot. That's where you're going to go. The depot, baby. You can print these things out. Just have yourself a good printer and plenty of damn black ink. Color? No, screw it. Black and white is better. And no, that's not racist. I love colors. Yes, I do. I like black and white. Yes, I do. Brown? I'm married to brown, baby. Yellow? I got yellow in the family. Bad Michael. So, my eyes are tired. I'm sorry. I've been driving all day. Doing quite a bit of work. I ain't trying to hear sheep, mother. Okay. Man, I might need some new glasses. Shoot. Show examples of how you use simulators to learn different types of times tables. Yep, I already did that. Emphasize how simulators provide a safe, engaging environment to explore the fantasizing world of railways. Oh, man. In some of my videos, I've derailed, I've busted couplers, I've fallen off the side of mountains, and it's a miracle that I'm here. It really is. I thank the good Lord, you know, because if I was in a rail trade, hell, no. Yeah, your railway engineers and conductors, you know, they're sitting inside a cab for 3 or 4 months, learning the route, learning the restrictions, learning the speeds, learning the landmarks, buildings, crossovers, control points, like CPSA 036, control point station at milepost 36. Or you got your hot box detector, you know, UP detector, milepost 34.5. Detector working. You know, that's a hot box. It's a high and wide. So that reads the temperature of the axles, and also if anything's dragging or hanging off the side of a car or sticking out too far high up. Because there's a bridge up ahead. So track speed is about 35, 40, if not sometimes 50, depending on the train. So, man, more than just a game, a passion for trains. You know, summarize your experience and the joys of being a train simulator enthusiast. It's fun, I have to say. The from where I started in my first video, which you can see on how the simulator got set up, I built it on my office table, which is technically, yes, technically the table you're currently sitting on. That guy. It was a lot bigger, and I cut him in half. So, yeah, I had a big old L-shaped table. And that was the left half, which, as you can see, it was cut. So I had a left half that overhung, and then I had a right half. I chopped that sucker with a skill saw. The most joyful feeling you'd ever have to cut office table. And this thing was given to me, man. It was like a thing. At least I know that thing cost $1,200 minimum. You know, so. But it's the thing is, you know, taking the time. I was self-taught. I did have other people that helped. There's people online that help out. So. Contact friends and groups and stuff like that in the community, you know, that are rail sim enthusiasts. The experience has been great, you know, and it's a learning curve every time. And whenever I have enough finances to do the next project, like, yeah, I'm still not done. I've still got to put step motors underneath here to create the vibration effect. I do want to get a air ride pedestal with a spring built in. This is just a compressed air, so it's, and I'm too light. This thing goes boop all the way up. I'm like, okay, I can't come down. So I will be getting that. You know, there's the fan that I gotta get, the MFD screens. I'd like to get them to be touchscreen, or if I do get the real ones, then there's more coding for the Arduino, which that goes straight to the computer. So that's going to be another program that's going to read those button presses on here to be a keyboard press emulated aspect. So that's another program I got to download. So this computer and this system, you running 6 or 7 programs just to have it operational by the time I'm done, if that's the case. Share your hopes for the future of train simulators in the growing community. That's what this channel is for. This channel is for how to build a locomotive simulator, how to wire it, where to get the components from. That's there in the videos, which on some of those I will be redoing. Some of those I'm going to get more intel. So the questions that you do ask, how did I get this, where did I get that, it's all in the videos. You got to find the title to it, and that's going to be part 1 all the way to part 9, and then some afterwards. And with the call to action, inviting viewers to explore the world of train simulators and join the community. If you like simulators, if you like these type of programs, first thing is you need a place of your own. You can't build it in mom and dad's house, and you can't pop it in a place that you are renting. You have to have a house, or at least have a place to put it, which has got to be climate controlled. There's a comment saying, why didn't you build it in your garage? Because right now, after 4 years, which this thing right now is about a year. The cab itself is going to be a year this summer. There's thermal expansion and compression, which is from temperatures. And if it's not a constant 70 degrees, if not 75, cool temperature environments, yes, the wood will start having issues. They'll start looking like the damn fence posts down the street, all crooked and fucked up. So climate control is key, because you do not want this thing jacked up. And it's a lot of money, man. And yeah, moving this, as I say, I've got to rip out a door and a wall just to get it out in one piece. So if I don't want to say that, but you know, it's a huge system. It weighs a lot, and I want to say it's over 400 pounds. The chair itself is about 150. These guys, 40. This one, 55. Now these are all brass metal components. They're not like the TVs, the woodwork. You know, it's a lot of weight. So one thing I'd like to do is update the floor in my office, but yeah, I've got to cut out the carpet, raise up the simulator, which I'd like to put some type of device under it to where I can move it if I ever need to, which would be sliders. I put in sliders, but man, I've got to put quite a bit of sliders. Flooring wise, straight epoxy, something straight smooth. Raise it up, pop epoxy, move the simulator over, dip the epoxy, let it set, sand it down, done. So, but yes, join the community. If you like the content, you haven't subscribed, I've had quite a bit of views. And manage videos, which we're going to be in analytics. So I've got 59,320 views. I've got 1,576 subscribers. If you like the content and you are tuning in, hit that subscribe. It helps the algorithms. I hate saying it. I personally don't like to, but hit the subscribe, hit that like. It helps build my channel. Yeah, because in January, my God, I had over 9.0K thousand views. So something happened. So, and it's 57.6K views more than usual. Watch time is 3.6K more than usual. Subscribers 1.1K more than usual. So updating live, okay, in the last 28 days. Top content was the first video of the year. People liked that. It was a 3-minute video, 50,000 views. So I do live streams. I'm starting to do those on Friday nights, depending on what my work schedule is and stuff like that. I will start working Saturdays. Question is when. But till then, I will be doing live views Friday night, which, yeah, I'm starting about 6 or 7 o'clock, if not 8, and we are not getting done till about 3 or 4, if not 6 in the morning, depending on where Otto's got me and what train I'm taking. So, if you do like the content to put you to sleep, hit that subscribe. How the simulator started. That was on January 11th. We have 1,000 views on that. Rail Simulator intro video to the channel. There's 842 views on that. And then my Run8 Barstow to Berlin, which is one of 2, I believe. 1-2. Manifest to Berlin Yard, which that was a fun one, man. Berlin Yard, golly damn, that was a fun run. So, thank you for all the comments on the support. It does give me motivation to keep moving forward and building. Sorry for stuffing my face while I make these videos, but I ain't eating shit all day and I sound like my retarded sister Yesenia. Yeah, you have. We just got back from a buffet. No, my ass, Yesenia. You stuff your face. Your face. You don't remember? We didn't go buffet. Oh my gosh. Okay. So yeah, I should have 50-something thousand subscribers. Come on, bad boys. If you're tuning in and you like it, hit that subscribe. That's all I ask. Okay? You're giving me a thumbs up and whatnot like that, hit that subscribe. It helps grow it. You know? Because right now I'm in the process of getting measurements and stuff like that on the simulator. That way there is documentation. That way you got materials and stuff like that that you need. Yeah, you're going to need some damn tools. Get some Milwaukee tools. Nail gun, screw gun, skill saw. You're going to need a T-square, a long one, 8 foot. Okay. Levels. You're going to need a laser level too. That's what you're going to need. You're going to need a laser level because you want everything fucking straight.